One of the new features in Capture Pro software version 3.0 is a SharePoint setup wizard that allows you to automatically and easily import SharePoint library configurations and metadata column information into Capture Pro software. So when you scan documents in Capture Pro software and export them into SharePoint, they'll have all of the appropriate metadata information. Here is a library called ExpressShip Waybills that has lots of columns of information, such as the air bill number and the ship date, delivery date. And our goal here is to get the configurations of these columns of metadata in SharePoint into Capture Pro software. The SharePoint Index Setup Wizard is accessible from the Job Setup screen in Capture Pro software. First thing you do is choose your SharePoint site. And after you choose your site, you then go in and choose the SharePoint library that you're going to be importing. First step is to create the index fields in Capture Pro software. Down the left-hand side, you see all of the columns that were set up as part of the SharePoint site. And you can see that Capture Pro software supports fields like choice fields, Boolean or yes/no fields, as well as date/time fields. Next step is to do the index field mapping between the SharePoint columns and the new index fields that have been created in Capture Pro software. After that, you then can choose a starting folder where you want the scanned documents to be stored on the SharePoint library. And you also have check-in options to be able to specify whether the documents scanned are going to be major or minor versions. And then you're done. You then get a summary screen that shows you all of the setups that have been completed as part of the wizard. And if you go to the Index tab in Capture Pro software, you'll see all of the index fields automatically created by the SharePoint Setup Wizard. One of the key features that we support is the importing of choice fields, which results in a drop-down list being created in Capture Pro software with all of the choices that were configured in your SharePoint system. In this case, I have a state field that has over 50 values that are automatically imported into Capture Pro software. So now you can see how easy it is to bring in existing SharePoint configurations into Capture Pro software, and the amount of time it's going to save without having to manually configure Capture Pro software to match your SharePoint system. And remember, with software upgrade assurance from Capture Pro software, existing customers can upgrade to version 3.0 at no extra cost and get the new SharePoint Setup Wizard.